Hello, I'm Blythe Stephens, a Blythe coach. Dance education and coaching to move through life with balance, grace, and power. And today I'm here to share with you a yoga practice designed to nurture your courage and strength during uncertain times. So to kick us off, I have brought a short passage from Living Your Yoga, Finding the Spiritual in Everyday Life by Judith Lassiter, PhD. And she quotes the classic text of yoga philosophy, the Bhagavad Gita, book 2, verse 17, states, quote, "Yet know as indestructible that by which this whole world is spread out. No one is able to accomplish the destruction of that which is immutable." And I've really been finding this to be a good touch point when fear comes up and it feels as if my life could be at risk or the lives of those that I love. And sometimes it feels as if this whole world is crashing down. And this passage assures us that that's not the case. We're all made of the same stuff, and that which runs through all of us does continue, regardless of the circumstances or a response to them. So this is particularly applicable in yoga practice when we're navigating the delicate balance, again, as Lassiter points out, between protecting ourselves and exercising great care, but also expanding our comfort zone, having the courage to push through some of our limitations and grow our capabilities. So she puts it well, asking, how do you differentiate between taking care of yourself and your need to overcome resistance or fear? So consider, as you are navigating the following yoga poses that I'm going to be sharing with you, where can you be a little bit more courageous and take careful risks, and where is it much better to respect your limits and just be secure in that awareness. And those are both fine. I'm just inviting you to consider how you navigate that line as we go through the practice today. And at the end of the practice, I also have the Anjali Mudra, a hand position which will encourage strength and is thought to ward off fear. So we are going to start seated for just a moment. I'll take off my glasses and anything extra as you're getting maybe warmed up. Keep your temperature just right. Got my meditation cushion here. So we will sit flat onto the ground. And I brought a block with me today as well, because my peak pose that I have in mind can definitely benefit from some support as we're getting familiar with it, and then also just on days where you want to take that risk, but in a safe way. So these are a highly recommended tool that have really helped me in a lot of my yoga poses as they've been developing. So find a comfortable seat, cross-legged, or if kneeling is your jam, then do that. And first of all, I invite you to close your eyes, or maybe soften your gaze and just look ahead of you a couple feet in front of you on the floor if you don't want to close your eyes. And bring your awareness to the earth supporting you or the floor below you, Where is your body contacting with that which supports you? And just notice your trust that it will be there. The gravity will help you connect with that which supports you. And let your weight fall down onto those points of contact. Once you've become aware of where you're supported, then bring your attention to the breath. We're not trying to manipulate it or change it yet. We're just noticing how, again, you can count on the breath flowing in and the breath flowing out throughout your yoga. Perhaps you feel a bit buoyed up and filled as the inhalation brings fresh oxygen to the body. And you can connect with rooting down as the body empties of the carbon dioxide. Now we're going to link the breath to some circles. As we move forward into a compressed shape in front of us, we'll exhale, taking the head and the shoulders with us. As we open up the chest and lift the face to our real or imagined sunshine, we'll inhale. Exhaling around the front. Inhaling around the back. This can go at the pace of your own breath. If you'd like to experiment with speeding it up or slowing it down, that is absolutely encouraged. When you're ready, coming around the front portion of your circle, we will reverse the direction of that rotation. So bring it back, around the back. And around the front in the other direction. Being aware of whatever it is you notice. Maybe you feel the massage of the weight rotating around on the pelvis and the seat. Notice the gentle stretching in the neck, shoulders, back, or another part of the body. Starting with awareness. One more circle, and then we'll return to our center. Finding a vertical line along the crown of the head to lift up towards the sky, while the pelvis remains rooted down onto the ground. As we inhale this time, bringing the arms up to the sky. And exhale, bring the arms back down the side. Touch the floor. And again, inhale. Arms come up. This time we'll rotate the body to the right side. Bring one arm to the left arm to the knee, the right arm back, and gently twist as we exhale. On the next inhale, bringing the arms over the side and up. Our peak pose will also involve twist. Warming up for that sweet ringing out sensation of twisting the spine. Repeating one more time to the left, even out. As we return to center, we'll go into a side bend. So inhaling the hands up. And the right hand will come to touch the floor and elongate through the left side. Exhale. Inhale, return. And exhale, bending to the left, stretching out the right side body. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, I'm going to turn on my mat so that I can come to all fours. You can come over the side or over the top, whatever it feels right to you to come to a four-footed stand or onto all fours. And rocking back and forth, finding where the central position or neutral spine would be, with the hands falling directly beneath the shoulders. A soft bend in the elbows so that the elbow pit or the inside of the elbows are facing one another. So we're not walking out into a hyperextended shape, but nice and long. And then the knees underneath the hips. Cat cow here will involve opening the chest and releasing the belly button down towards the floor as head and tail come up. And then exhalation. We'll make our cat shape, rounding the shoulders, and then we'll have to do a little wiggle if that feels good. Let the head and tail release to the floor. Again, as we inhale, we'll come to a long neutral spine, tail and head reaching in opposite directions, and then up to our cow shape. And as we exhale, returning to neutral. And cat. Take this in your own pace and a couple more breath cycles. And spreading out on the floor and the tops of the feet as well. Providing a nice foundation. On the next inhalation, as we look forward, we're going to tuck the toes under and press the hips up and back into our downward facing dog shape. If the center doesn't feel comfortable or appropriate to you, certainly you can come directly back into a child's pose shape like this, either with the arms extended out or alongside. Take a rest whenever you like. And if you are taking a full dog, just make sure that you're spreading the hands out on the floor, firmly pressing into the palms of the hands, reaching the tail of the sit bones to the sky, and long through the spine. The heels may touch the floor or they may not, and that's fine either way. And breathe in a couple cycles here. Now I'm going to roll my spine into a plank shape, and with my body geometry, it feels best to widen my dog a little bit. So I'm going to step back so I have a nice long line from my head through my spine and my pelvis to my heels behind me, maybe a little puffed up in between the shoulder blades to support the shape. Then I'll release the knees and chest and chin onto the floor and come all the way onto my belly, peeling up head and then the shoulders to a baby cobra. Now big forcing here Just a gentle stretch in the front body. Inhale coming up with exhale coming down. Tucking the toes under with inhale, pressing back to a plank, and then to down dog. Looking in between the hands. I'm going to walk slowly, one foot and the other, doing a little zigzag motion to stretch out the hips. One foot and the other, one foot and the other, toward the front. Maybe I come to my fingertips. So that's all fine. We're just meandering our way to where our feet are in between the hands. And then we'll come to a nice forward fold. Soft in the knees. You can bend them as much as you like. Do a little wiggle around. Inhale to the long back. Hands can come to the knees or the shins or the floor. And exhale. Softening down. The upper part of my body is going to leave the frame here as we come up to standing. But I'll be back to show you some other shapes. I felt it was best to have a closer camera angle to see more detail. And I'm sorry, you're going to lose my arms as we roll up through the spine. Slowly, slowly, vertebra by vertebra, supported by our inhale breath. To the top, and the arms will come over the side to reach overhead, and then return down. We'll do a couple more sun salutations just like that to get completely warm. Inhale. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to elongate the spine. Flat back shape, rippling like a wave to our forward fold. Exhale. 2 steps back, placing the palms down into plank. Then you can put the knees, the chest, and the chin back on the ground. Once more to come to lie flat. Or you can come forward over the toes and try our chaturanga shape and movement, where the elbows come alongside the rib cage, giving a little more triceps action as we come to the floor. And inhale into our cobra. Come on, back around. Exhale. Tuck the toes under, either again pressing over the knees to come to our downward facing dog, or pressing right up to plank to come right down facing dog. So choosing variations that work for you at this stage and where you're at. Inhale, looking forward in between the hands. Again, walking the way forward in between. Inhale in to elongate the back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll to standing. And then arms come down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, hands flat, walk, or perhaps you want to spring back to your plank. Totally up to you, walking is great. And directly onto the knees or into the chaturanga shape. Into our little baby cobra. Or if you want to come up a little further, that is our upward dog shape. And then pressing back into our downward facing dog. Feeling a little warmer, I hope. We're going to drill that left foot and heel down toward the floor and release the right leg up to the ceiling, parallel. So we're not opening the hips here, we're keeping parallel. So maybe not a thigh is on the leg, but a nice long line, and And I'll hug my knee into my chest with an exhalation. And step that foot forward. Now I'm going to rotate on the back foot so it's flat onto the ground at about a 45-degree angle. And slowly roll up to standing. So if you need to use your hands on the leg or wherever they need to be to provide some support on the way up, that's totally fine. We're ultimately going to come with the arms up into our warrior one shape. So my knee is reaching over the ankle and towards the toes. Maybe a 90-degree angle, that would be lovely, maybe not quite so deep. My hips are endeavoring to face forward, those hip points. And my left heel is really grounded into the floor. That's super important here. And inhale one more time. And exhale. Rotating the body around to my left side, to my warrior two. So my arms are parallel to the floor, reaching front and back strongly. And maybe, depending on your body architecture, you want to widen the stance here. Totally up to you. Warrior two. Now we'll take a couple breath cycles here to open up, hand onto leg in the back. Inhaling the curve back. And exhaling, forearm to the knee or thigh to curve forward. Again, inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale, come back. Exhale, come forward. We're already exercising our courage, our balance, and also our prudence in choosing a variation that's appropriate for us. On the next one, we're going to inhale back, and then bring one hand, and then the other hand towards the floor and onto the floor, rotating the back leg onto parallel so our toes are down, and come flat into our plank position. And if you'd like, go ahead and roll on down to chaturanga. Otherwise, I'm going to meet you in downward facing dog. With our next inhale, my right leg, foot, heel, and plant down on the floor, both palms pressing, and the left leg will reach out long and up into the air, parallel. Three-legged dog. And as I exhale, I'm going to tuck that knee into my chest and step forward for the other side. So here I'll rotate the back foot to my 45-degree angle, roll up through the spine to my warrior one shape, and breathe here, making adjustments as needed. And opening up, spinning my chest open, perhaps widening my stance, reaching my arms forward and back, and gazing over the front hand into warrior two. Inhale, reaching out, up and back, supporting with the rear hand. And exhale, arm to thigh. Stretching forward. Your own pace. Inhale. Rainbowing back. Exhale. Coming forward. Last inhale, come up. And then as we exhale, one hand and the other reaches towards the floor, the back foot turns in, hands meet with the floor. And again, come to downward facing dog, or take your flow down to the ground. And we'll meet together in downward dog. All right, here's where you might want to have your block nearby at hand, because we're going to take our right leg up and back again from our strong dog shape, up and forward, into the chest. Foot comes between the hands, turn the back leg in, come up to warrior one. Then straighten the front leg and turn to the side. So my right toes are reaching towards the front end of my mat. My left toes are at my 45-degree angle. Hips and shoulders face the side. Now I'm going to take my block, if I've got it, if I want it, with me, forward into a triangle pose. So this helps if you want a little platform below your hand. You can use high side, that feels nice, to open the chest, bring the spine long. It's really great. You can also use the hand on the shin bone, that's fine, or onto the floor. But we're trying to get a really long shape in the spine. So sometimes we're a little bit hunched over here, and instead I want to have my tail reaching back in this direction, and the crown of my head reaching forward in this direction. So for me, this is just right here, so my arms are reaching in both directions. The advanced version of this pose has no support there, so you're really tapping into your core strength to create that length, hands pulling in opposite directions, spine pulling in opposite directions, everything drawing apart long. Yeah, so good. You can open the chest up to the sky. And then, moving my block to the side, I'll turn my body to face the front, onto those back toes again, to my plank or my dog, and I'll see you back there. Planting the palms of the hands with the right foot, left foot reaching into a three-legged dog, then coming forward to the chest. Stepping forward, rotate the back foot flat onto the ground, and arms come up. I'm nicely warm now, so take off my layer and meet you here in warrior one. Then I'll straighten that front leg and turn my body to this side. It's a little narrow, so I'll adjust that width of my feet. Opening the arms out to the side like a warrior two, but with straight legs. And then bringing my block with me if I have it and if that's a good choice. As I took the whole long spine forward. Opening the hips so my chest and my ribs and my belly are all facing this back wall. Tail is reaching long behind. Crown of the head is reaching long in front. Arms reaching down and up. So great. And for the lower back and pelvis. If you have any concerns about those areas or any other issues, definitely speak with your medical doctor or physical therapist before attempting these movements. For me, I have some old whiplash, so I like to adjust the angle of my head so that it's comfortable. Long lifting up out of the kneecaps, really active in both legs. And then I'll come on back up as if someone's pulling, helping me up with that back hand. And then I'll go through a flow again to meeting downward dog, or just go directly to downward dog or child's pose. If you have enough, you can just hang out in child's pose. Otherwise, we're going to try one more shape that is our, so to speak, peak pose of the sequence. If not today, maybe someday you can try to reach the right foot up behind, tuck the knee to the chest. Bring it forward. We'll come into our warrior one. Again, I'm going to bring my block with me directly. Straighten out the front leg and open to my triangle shape. Reaching forward to the triangle shape. We'll revisit this one more time. Feeling that length, feeling that strength, feeling that we're drawing strength up from the floor, through the legs, through the spine, and it's radiating out my hands, my head, and my tail. Star. Now, if it's appropriate for me, I'm going to bring both fingertips to the front. So maybe I'll want to narrow my shape a little bit, step that backward forward slightly. So I'm reaching long over the front leg in between. Oh, that's a deep stretch. Then I'm going to take my left hand onto my block or onto the floor and take my triangle into a twist. So I'll pave the right hand along that arm, across the chest, up to the ceiling. Ooh, and twist. Trying to keep this pelvis neutral. So it's flat. I can rest my coffee tray on there. I'm not swinging open or closed. Really flat there. Maybe need to bring my right hip back a little bit to allow that to happen. You can always put your hand there to check it out, what's happening there. And then maintain that. Oh, wow. This length feels so good, and someday can lead us into our rotated warrior three and all rotated half moon, lots of other fun advanced postures. Then turning down to the floor, fingers come down, bending your knees, rotating the back foot. Last flow, maybe, or downward dog, or of course you could be hanging out in child's pose, just stretching out the back, relaxing. All of these are courageous choices. My right leg reaches along, and then comes into the chest to bend. Stepping forward. Oh, that's the same one. We're all even. Left leg reaches long. Coming forward. Yes. Turning the back foot flat. Coming up. My warrior one, grounded, brave, stretching that front leg. Again, I'm going to start with my triangle, opening the chest to the side, adjusting my width, taking my block if I like, and reaching over the side. long. And then, if it's appropriate, you're going to take that twisted triangle. You can always do this next to a wall as well. If you're feeling a little bit wobbly but want to give it a go and think you're almost there, just lean up against a wall. That will support you as well as the floor. So I need to bring my right hip back a little bit to square out the hips. Find my nice flat back of the pelvis here. And then from that foundation, from the strength I built, grounding into the floor, and then lift up through my core, and radiating out, tail, head, and hands, my twisted triangle. Where you look is up to you as well. Maybe I'm still looking down at the nice supported floor. Maybe I'm opening to my gaze to the side. Just watch that head angle. Nice and long out the crown. Or maybe, to get as twisty as possible, I'm gazing up to those left fingers to the sky. Feels very brave to practice balance in this way, wobbling, making adjustments dynamically in the moment, opening up my heart. A little bit scary, but also exciting. And then releasing the hands back down. I'll put my block aside, rotate those back toes underneath. And then just slowly coming back down to the That feels good. You can do a little wagging of the tail here first. Then we'll push up into our neutral spine. All fours, just feeling that length once more before we all meet up in our child's pose. So here the toes will be together. The knees can also be together. That's the version I like. But if it feels nicer or you prefer to have the knees come to the side, that can feel really good to just let the body fall between the legs as well. Totally up to you. Then I'll slowly ease back. And if a deep flexion in the knees doesn't feel amazing for you, skip it. Come to your cross-legged seat, find another shape that's comfortable, or maybe take folded or rolled towel or blanket or something like that. It may provide some relief to place something behind the knees like so. So it's a personal exploration. We're all coming to child's pose here, breathing into the back, feeling it expand. And then you can keep the arms extended in front or bring them alongside you. Just do a little tiny ball. We've taken some risks, we've been very courageous, and now it's time to create a sense of safety and return to security of the breath. I'm going to rock my head back and forth, massaging my third eye and my forehead on the ground, if that feels good. And then slowly roll up to a seated position. Oftentimes we'll take Shavasana and lay flat at the end of our practice. I love to do this, but as an alternative today, I wanted to offer you that mudra shape. All of the different hand gestures do have significance in the practice of yoga. And this one, as I mentioned, is specifically for having no fear, for releasing fear and being present and brave. So take it or leave it, it's an experiment. So what I noticed is in learning this shape, although I might have been skeptical about why it works, if it works, I felt that it works for me. So always taking it with a grain of salt. If you try it out and you like it, then you can put that into your practice. And if it doesn't feel right to you, or not at this time, maybe later, maybe not, no problem. You can always just come to our Anjali Mudra or our Namaste pose as a greeting, as a closure to your practice, or I invite you to rub the hands together. And we'll take this mudra for a few slow breaths, or as long as you like to really let it sink in. But we're just going to make some warmth in the hands to start with. Feels kind of nice to take that warmth. And then we'll take the left hand and place it onto the heart, over the heart center of the chest. And the right hand, the fingers will stay together, palm will face forward. Like this, left hand comes onto the heart, in tune with ourselves, and the right palm will face forward, fingers together. Safety, security, courage, and fearlessness are what we're inviting. So fingertips are up towards the heavens, hands on the heart, or you could just put the hands in the lap. And we'll just enjoy a few more breaths here together. When you're ready, if you've closed your eyes, gently flutter the eyelashes open, keeping the gaze soft. Notice what is so for you. How do you feel? What do you notice? What are you going to take with you to encourage that courage and bravery, while also respecting your need to feel safe and secure? What practices will you take on today to allow all of that? Well, thank you for joining me and for your courage in trying this out to whatever extent you were able and willing to do so. If you did enjoy it, let me know. Or if you have questions or concerns, I'd love to hear them. I am here for you and see the best in you and all of your bravery. And I hope you have a wonderful day. If you did like this, please do let me know with a like, a subscribe, check out some of my other offerings, and let's be in conversation and in community. The highest in me is honoring the highest in you. Namaste.